Hey math lovers, let's go over C13. Determine the zeros of the roots of each function or equation. How do we do that? We're trying to find these blue dots right here on the graph, and you can use one of these 5 methods. Remember, I always recommend see if we can go solve by factoring. I think that is the easiest one. Now, when you're factoring, you kind of want to get rid of that -1. How do you do that? You just factor out a GCF of a -1, okay? And then what you need to do then is -1 times something equals -x squared. Well, that would be x squared. -1 times something equals the 6x above, and that would be a -6x. And -1 times something equals +7. That will be -7. And you can kind of see that as you just distribute and check your answer above. All right, let's see if this worked. Now in yellow, I'm going to factor here. And I have A times C and the B value. So the A is right here. B is -6 and C is -7, okay, in standard form. That's inside, including the yellow, not the original problem. So A times C would give us a -7, and the B value is -6. Think of those two numbers that multiply to equal -7, but those same two numbers there add to be -6. Well, there's only two numbers that multiply to be 7 are 7 and 1, but we need a combination of positive and negative. Well, that -6, that means that the -7 is bigger. So -7 plus 1 gives you a -6, and -7 times 1 gives you a -7. So those are my two numbers. Let's go back to that yellow. So remember what we did is what we're doing in yellow there. The 1 here is positive, and don't forget that -1 out in front. Okay, now I'm going to apply something called the zero product rule. ZPR. What does that mean? It just says set each of these equal to 0. Set equal to 0. Whoa. Okay, and then we just go ahead and solve these. So, can -1 equal 0? The answer is no. So we say this one, the answer is no solution. Okay. Here, I'm just going to add 7. And subtract 1. And there I have my two real solutions, 7 and -1. Just draw a quick graph just to show you what's going on here. I have, no, we should do that in a different color. Whoa. So you have the -1, you have the +7. Remember, the no solution is nothing on the graph, okay? If you go to the original problem, my C value is 7, so +7. And because the graph, the original problem has an A of -1 up here, that means the graph's going to open down. So something like this. And remember that folding point, that is the axis of symmetry. So the vertex is on that somewhere up there. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. See you guys.